and said, you close it and you won't have a country. He went on to tell these officials, you won't even make it back to your country.
The high-stakes peace talks in Switzerland just descended into absolute unadulterated madness. On Sunday, June 21st, 2026, right as a historic 60-day roadmap agreement was being negotiated in a secure luxury resort, Donald Trump called live into Fox News and unleashed the most terrifying, profanity-laced threat of his entire presidency. He explicitly warned Iranian officials that if they step out of line, break the terms of the temporary truce, or attempt to re-blockade global shipping lanes, the United States military will wipe their entire nation off the face of the earth. Trump didn't just deliver standard diplomatic pushback. During an explosive 20-minute phone interview that left anchors visibly stunned, Trump revealed exactly what he told the Iranian delegation behind closed doors. He warned them against their sudden move to reinstate transit permit requirements in the Strait of Hormuz, screaming, "You close it and you won't have a country. You won't even make it back to your own country." The brutal, direct threat triggered an immediate international emergency. Over in Bergenstock, Switzerland, the Iranian negotiating team was so deeply insulted by the live broadcast that they staged a dramatic, furious walkout from the venue. Iranian state media immediately declared that the peace process had entered a difficult phase due to Trump's toxic language, and their chief negotiator slammed the White House, calling the wild outburst a sign of American desperation. Qatar and Pakistan mediators had to frantically rush behind the scenes to convince the furious Iranian diplomats not to abandon the ceasefire entirely and fly back to Tehran. But Trump wasn't done escalating the theater. To back up his claim that Iran won't have a country, he laid out a chilling blueprint for a total American takeover of the region's energy infrastructure. He announced that the United States military is fully prepared to permanently occupy the Strait of Hormuz, seize complete regulatory authority, and turn the U.S. into the literal, self-proclaimed guardian angel of the waterway. And the price for that protection? Trump declared the U.S. will assume operational control to secure the corridor, forcing vessels to pay mandatory transit fees and maritime tolls to reimburse Washington for military security operations. He added a final devastating warning. If Iran contests control of the Strait of Hormuz by the United States, we'll obliterate them. While the geopolitical arena is panicking over the threat of total obliteration, Trump is facing massive brushfires with his closest allies. The entire reason the U.S.-Iran deal is on life support comes down to the ongoing violent proxy conflict in Lebanon. Trump took to Truth Social to aggressively order Tehran to immediately stop their highly paid proxies in Lebanon from causing trouble, threatening that if the fighting doesn't stop, the U.S. will launch a bombing campaign harder than anything seen before. However, forcing a total ceasefire is proving to be completely impossible. Just hours after Trump's live television meltdown, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu went on the air to deliver his own defiant ultimatum. Netanyahu completely ignored Trump's demands, vowing that the Israeli military will remain in southern Lebanon indefinitely and will never allow Iran to fulfill its nuclear ambitions. This leaves Trump stuck in a brutal diplomatic vice. Iran refuses to permanently open the shipping lanes unless Israel is pulled out of Lebanon, while Israel refuses to stop fighting as long as Iranian proxies remain on their border. By Monday, June 22nd, the drama shifted back to the Oval Office, where Trump held a high-stakes press conference to clarify the status of the 60-day roadmap. Despite the walkouts, the insults, and the intense regional fighting, Vice President J.D. Vance successfully managed to drag the Iranians back to the table to continue Day 2 technical negotiations. U.S. Ambassador Mike Waltz confirmed that Iran has officially capitulated to a massive American demand, agreeing to invite UN nuclear inspectors back into the country to verify their uranium supplies. Trump used the minor breakthrough to take a massive victory lap, telling reporters that his terrifying military threats are the only reason diplomacy is working. He warned that the 14-point Memorandum of Understanding is a strict compliance test, stating, "If Iran doesn't live up to their agreement, or if they're not behaving, I will do what I have to do." He is telling the world that he has a credible threat of absolute military force backing up his signatures, and if Tehran blinks, the bombs will start falling within minutes. This is the ultimate game of global chicken. Trump is using the absolute highest level of madman brinksmanship to force a total diplomatic surrender, betting that the threat of losing their entire country will force Iran's leadership to completely bow to American terms. But with global oil markets bouncing violently and military forces on absolute high alert, one single miscalculation in Switzerland could turn this war-ending deal into a catastrophic global conflict. What do you think about Trump's extreme ultimatum to Iran? Was he right to threaten to obliterate their country to force them to stick to the peace deal? Or is this level of profanity-laced brinksmanship completely out of control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Drop a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more raw, high-drama political breakdowns, and I will see you in the next video.